from the source mapping using the source mapping. Let me save this. Let's take an example. Last name. So click on the add source. So we have seen about application attribute. You can select the application, you can select that attribute name, and you can match. If you want to set the target, then you can select here, which mean whatever changes you are going to done in the sub-application, it will reflect in the target application as. So that's the reason. If you are going to click in the Our Target Mapping provision all at once. Okay, so it's going to be provision for that you have to set. If you have any transformation rule you can select. So let's talk about the second one, application rule. If you are not able to capture the data using the attribute, in that scenario, you can use this rule. So for the particular application people saw, if you have any specific rule, then you can use from that rule. Using the rule, you can capture the data. Okay, so let me select SPAdmin 1, 2, 3. So just now have written, so the last name attribute should return SPAdmin value. So this is what we have, what I've mentioned. So let me save this one. So application rule, SPAdmin 1, 2, 3. For the peoples of application for last name, let me save this. So let me select full name, the display name. The same rule I am going to select, but global rule for all application. It will be applicable for all application, whatever application we have. So let me select this one as well. Let me refresh all the identity queue. Use so? So for any doubts, what is the difference? Do you have any doubts? The difference between global rule, application rule, or attribute, so we can set the mappings using these three. Hi, can you tell me about global rule? Okay, yeah, let me show you. I have done that right, so let me. You whether it will be updated or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so you can select any identity. The last name. We have set it using rule right only for particular application rule. SPAdmin it's been set right. Open any identity, the last name will be SPAdmin. Is it okay? Is it okay? Fine, how we can change the value. Let's go to application accounts. Select the full name here. We have set some display name. Let me think the manager attribute has been changed. Yeah, I have used the correlation rule. That is the reason. So, in the PeopleSoft application if you want, let me show you I have used the correlation. So that is the reason it's been updated. Okay, I have removed. So employee ID display name manager. Okay, Let me check, no issue. So you understand right how we can set the rule, how we can set the value using the rule. What is the function of rule? Why do we set the rule? Because you couldn't capture the value using the attribute. So in that scenario, you can create some rule, example email, which you created, right? So let's take an example. We have an attribute for email or any manager or any other attribute that is up from application side. There is no attribute called email. Okay, they are saying you have to use some first name, last name. Using that you can create one rule and you can capture the data. You can create a new email. So in that scenario, you can create one rule. The same rule you can combine in the application. You can utilize in the application. You can use in the aggregation task. So wherever you want, you can utilize the same rule. So it's like if you know the first name and last name, you can pull out the email or exactly. So something like you can create a rule. Yeah, or particularly you want to set some identity for manager or any identities, so you can use the rule. Simple. We have three things: application attribute, application rule, global rule. The moment you are going to select any application attribute, it's quite simple. You have to select the application. You have to use the attribute. So, from right-hand side equal to left-hand side. From identity attribute equal left application attribute, the attribute will be captured very easily. The first thing. Second thing, if you are going to using application rule means only this rule will be applicable. It will be applicable only for this particular application, not for all application. So this is all about application rule. Global rule means it will be applicable for all the applications. Just go to identities here. We will be having a number of application accounts right in the application accounts, so it will be applicable for all that, all one. Is it make sense? Yeah, okay. So that's the difference between all three.